Welcome once again to another episode of the Random Access Podcast, brought to you by rapodcast.net. This is episode 865, recorded live on Pi Day 2026. And here are your hosts, the man who did not have any pie today, Dave Pillay.
Hi.
And the man who also didn't have any pie today, Andy Lowe. Hi. I was actually trying...
Okay, then.
I was actually trying to think
No
if
pie for anyone.
No, I was trying to think if I had anything dessert related, and the closest thing I had for any sort of dessert was I snacked on some Reese's peanut butter eggs. That is the closest I had to a dessert item. So no pie, no cake, nothing. Just a couple of Reese's peanut butter eggs.
I had mead.
At some point, I really want to try to make my own mead at some point.
Yeah? There's
actually
a guy who has a YouTube channel who sells a kit.
Golden...
I think, like Golden Hive.
Yes. Yes, I also follow him on...
Yeah.
I think I technically follow him on Instagram.
I've considered purchasing his mead kit prior.
Yep.
Because it looks relatively easy. It looks like it's a kind of an all-in-one, like, here you go kit.
Most of the stuff there is just, honey plus fruit plus yeast.
Yep.
And you're basically off to the races. And I remember he even had a video where he was talking about the difference between okay, do you want the glass one or do you want the plastic one? He's like, I use both, and here's why.
And what's the answer?
Well, it depends. It all depends on what you're doing with it. So, and also how many particulates are you expecting to have in it? So I had to restart my computer and I forgot how many things automatically start
With your computer?
With my computer. Did you realize, Dave, that we're in the middle of a holiday sandwich sort of thing?
A holiday sandwich. That's interesting.
Because yesterday was Friday the 13th.
Uh-huh.
Today is Pi Day.
Pi Day. And tomorrow's the Ides of March.
Yes.
Yeah, but Pi Day and the Ides of March are always back-to-back.
That's true. Yes, they are always back-to-back. But, now...
So, that doesn't seem like it's anything special.
But...
I'm sorry not to take away your You're like, oh, well, I feel like I've hurt Andy's feelings. I'm sorry, Andy. Yes, it's
no. Yes, I am so
of holidays.
I am so thin-skinned that I am able to be just distraught that quickly.
Yeah. I mean, it's May.
No, I just was. I just realized my work phone here is at 5%.
Oh,
and I don't have any lightning charger up here. I do believe.
Do you need to go plug your work phone?
No, I don't need. I don't need to go plug it in. I will let it crash, and then I will plug it in once we're done, because I'm not on call right now. So we were just going through, and Kate was earlier on it, collecting the rest of the Pokemon from the Go Plus Pass or whatever the Go Pass was.
Yeah.
And then I was on tonight working on his Pokemon Pocket account because there's a drop event going on. So Isaac doesn't like battling, so of course I'm battling the computer.
Doing that on his behalf?
Doing that on his behalf so he can get the full art cards. So
nice. Did you do Community Day today?
I am now the proud owner of 3 shiny Score Bunnies.
Ooh, congratulations. I only got 2.
I think I got 3. Did I get 3 or did I only get 2?
That's it. The extent of my playing Community Day was I turned on my Go Plus.
I really got to figure out where the heck I put mine. It's got to be up here somewhere.
Useful. It's pretty useful. Excuse me.
I think I only got I think I only got 2 shiny Score Bunnies. The other shiny I got because I was in the middle of collecting all of my Pokemon as well.
Yeah.
And Kate was collecting all of mine as well. Let me see. God, I have so many Pokemon. A shiny. Where's my shiny tag?
Why do a shiny tag search shiny?
I know, but if I have it tag, I feel like I should tag it. Nope, I only have 2.
I'm so confused why you are tagging your shiny. They are inherently tagged by the system.
Well, yes, but I've got a search string that searches for any non-tagged Pokemon. That way I can go out and collect them all. And then I'll tag it as a shiny. And then when I go through my process of paring down everything,
Yeah.
If it's not tagged, it will throw up into the thing there every time.
See, I just use this string.
Okay, so not shiny, not costume, not extra large, not. Okay, so why do you actually are keeping the extra large Pokemon?
Sometimes. If I don't have an XXL, then I want to keep an XL so I can at least maybe get a show whatever.
A showcase. Part of the showcase showdown. Come on down. Do 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 do. I know that's not what it is, but in my head, that's...
See, when you do that, in my head, I go to Shaolin Showdown, which was a cartoon show.
Wow, so we went from Pokemon to The Price is Right.
To Shaolin Showdown.
Oh, and of course one of my eggs popped, because as soon as I read that it was quarter distance on the eggs, I'm like, okay.
Put everything in.
Everything goes in an incubator.
Yep.
No, but we, I think on my account... I caught 60, and then Kate caught 60 Pokemon today.
Nice.
Just to clear out my backlog. My inventory is shot.
Like emptied?
Pretty much. I gotta go through and start sending everybody. Wait a second. That's not my buddy. That's the guy I need to catch. That Zolon? Not Zolon. Zoltan?
Zorua?
Zorua, yes. Zoltan is from Big.
Yes. Zoltan is from Big.
I need to catch him for that quest. Oh, it's not my buddy, is it? No, it's not. I'm shocked.
Whoa, who'd have guessed? That's not your buddy.
I do have to say, though, the number of Dittos out there now,
yeah.
Like I went multiple years without catching a Ditto.
Yeah. And
I had those couple of quests where it's like, catch a Ditto. And I'm like, yes, I would love to, so I could keep on going on with this quest. And yeah,
you realize there's a event going on right now, right?
Yes, I know, but yeah, multiple years not catching a Ditto, and then all of a sudden I catch 3 of them.
Yeah, excuse me, but that's because it's a quest.
Yes, but I'm so thankful I'm finally don't have those quests on my list.
Oh, because you managed to knock off the catch a Ditto.
Yes. But yeah, it's gonna be nice. The kids have swimming lessons, and it's at the Radisson Hotel downtown. And there's about 4 Pokestops within range. Yeah. So I'll just bring the phones out and I'll just spin all the Pokestops. Nice.
Just sit there spinning.
Yep.
That's what I do at work all day. Not all day, but like I have Pokestops that I can just spin at work.
Yeah, I'm sad at there. A couple of the little libraries in the neighborhood were put on and then they were removed. Or I think they got turned into a power stop and then got removed or something. I don't know.
Boo.
I know.
So, okay. I need a travel agent. I need to get hotels in Chicago for June 5th and 6th and check out June 7th because I'm going to go to GoFest in Chicago. I got GoFest tickets, Andy.
Oh, good.
I managed to get the tickets when they went up this week.
So the pre-release was out. You didn't get the pre-release, but you got the actual general release?
I got the actual release.
Okay, good.
The general availability. So yeah, I'm going to GoFest, and I'm going to GoFest in Chicago, which is why I need a hotel in Chicago. And then I also need to book a flight to Copenhagen.
From Chicago.
Copenhagen or Copenhagen?
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen?
I feel like Jamie would be able to tell me.
I'm sure he will. Yeah, because I need to go there, and so I'm going to just fly from Chicago straight to Denmark, and then I need, hotels in Denmark. I should probably do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds like something you should do.
And then I need hotels in the Netherlands, and then I need to get a flight from the Netherlands back to somewhere. Probably Chicago?
Probably
so much
Chicago.
Easier when I have a travel department. When I go on work trips, the travel department books everything for me. I just show up.
Yeah, we have a business unit at work that handles all that stuff.
Right? This is so much easier.
Well, also the fact that, we can then book everything at the government employee rate.
Yeah, I can still do that. Maybe not the government employee rate, but I can still use the company rate, even for personal travel.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I also have to figure out, what am I going to do while I'm in Denmark?
Lego. Yeah. Billund.
Oh, Legoland.
Yeah.
Legoland is in Denmark.
Yeah, Lego.
The original Legoland.
Yes, the world headquarters for Lego
is in Denmark.
Is in Billund, yeah.
is Billund?
Billund.
Yeah.
Billund.
Okay, Billund. Oh, there's a little castle. That was neat. Billund is on the other side of the country from Copenhagen.
Yep.
But just want to point out that the entirety of the country of Denmark can fit inside Michigan.
Total square area.
Inside the lower peninsula.
Total area for Denmark is 16,639 square miles.
I don't, that doesn't help, Andy. You know what helps?
What?
Is going to the true size of.
Oh, okay.
thetruesize.com. Search for Denmark. Fit it into Michigan. It actually fits really nicely into Michigan, into the lower peninsula, because like the Saginaw Bay is that like inlet of the water.
Denmark is almost exactly the same size as the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, but when you're doing a comparison like this, knowing that doesn't help.
Oh.
Because if I say it's about the size of the Upper Peninsula, then saying like, well, to go from side to side would take like 4 or 5 hours.
You're right, because
the UP is long and skinny.
Like a hot dog in Denmark would be like a hamburger.
Sure. Or go to the true size of, drag Denmark over Michigan, and realize that it's the same shape as the lower peninsula.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, not even like the full lower peninsula, like everything north of 94.
Right. So going Copenhagen to Billund, Copenhagen's on like the eastern edge. So if I move this south a little bit, yeah, it's like driving from Detroit to Grand Rapids. No, it's driving from Detroit to Kalamazoo.
Oh, shoot, that's like 2 hours.
In fact, it's really close. If you move Denmark down, if I'm not mistaken, if you move Denmark down, Detroit is about where Copenhagen is, and Kalamazoo is real close to where Billund is.
Well, it looks like, no surprise, somebody 2 months ago says on Reddit, in the Copenhagen subreddit, I'm planning a trip from Copenhagen to Legoland in early April and would like some advice. Flixbus has a direct route from Copenhagen bus terminal that stops at Legoland.
Cool.
So it looks like
bus from Copenhagen straight to Legoland. Spend the day at Legoland.
I mean, there's
back
even
on bus.
You could even there's the Legoland resort.
Keep in mind, I'm going to have luggage for like 3 weeks worth of clothes. So I probably don't want to like check in and out of a bunch of places.
Okay.
If I can avoid it. What is this little enclave of Denmark that is in like, oh, it's the island. Okay. When I'm dragging Denmark around, this little island is following it. And I'm like, where the hell is that? It's literally an island in the Baltic.
Oh, the one that's like between Sweden and Poland?
Yep. The other place I was considering going this trip is Svalbard.
What is that?
Svalbard is go to Sweden and Norway and keep going north.
Like, where am I going? Up by, like...
Have you reached the Barents Sea?
Sorta, I guess.
Then keep going.
Svalbard, way up there? Oh, my goodness.
They have 24-hour days in the summer.
Well, yeah, because you're above the Arctic Circle.
The sun doesn't set.
Oh, is
that city's name literally Longyearbyen? Longyearbyen. Holy crap, that is expensive to fly to. It's where the seed vault is, by the way.
Oh.
The Svalbard seed vault. Okay. That's expensive. Flights are like $2,000. Maybe that will be my sabbatical next time.
Oh, because that's in...
They pay for
it's
the flight.
That's in Norway, isn't it, then? So that's a different country.
Yep, and they pay for the flight.
Well, yeah. Be like, go to there or like Easter Island or something.
Easter Island. Is there much to do on Easter Island?
Not really, no.
Like, there's the big statues.
Yep.
But like, if I'm going on the 2-week sabbatical, I have to be there for like 10 days. It's their 10 days worth of content for 2 people who don't hike.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, probably not going to worry about Easter Island. Although, I will say, the inspiration for Super Mario Land, right? Like, I'd have to go there and be like, do, 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 do.
Kate was watching this show called Alone. Have you heard of this at all?
Alone.
Yeah.
No.
So it's, I'm not sure if it was on Discovery or what channel it was on, but they get a group of contestants, and the contestants are all given a list of these are all the backwoods survival type guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they have they get a backpack, and they get a certain amount of just regular equipment, and then they're only allowed to bring 10 items from a pre-approved list.
Okay.
And that's all that they get. And they get put in a helicopter, and they get dropped off in the middle of nowhere. And then every week or 2 weeks or so, the med team basically calls them up and says, hey, it's time for a med check. And that's their only outside contact with anybody. And they compete to see who can stay out there the longest.
So is it literally who's out there the longest? Like, I give up, bring me back?
Yes.
It would be really mean if they didn't tell anyone. Like, when you're out there, if they don't tell you that, everyone else has come back, you've won.
They don't tell you anything about it.
Yeah.
When the people win, they call them in for another med check.
Yeah.
And then they actually bring a family member or a spouse or somebody and sneak up behind them and surprise them.
Okay.
So they don't know that they win until literally they see somebody else.
I think it would have been a little more interesting to just be like, we aren't going to tell you ever until everyone is done. We are not going to tell you.
Well, they like I said, they don't.
I want to know how long they can stay out there, Andy.
Oh, how long they'll stay out there until they decide
they give up.
So if everybody else gives up after 60 days and the guy's out there if
he's out there for 120 days, cool. That's his choice. He's choosing to do that.
Well, there have been multiple seasons of this, and Kate just watched the last one. I bring this up because it was they were in the Arctic, and so they were up near the Arctic Circle.
Mm-hmm.
And so as it starts getting towards winter, the days are only 4 hours long. So the sun doesn't even rise until 11, and it doesn't even get really above the horizon. It's kind of just a 4-hour twilight. And yeah,
that sucks.
They had
that's hard to do.
Yeah, they had a bunch of people for a while, and it's I think the winner was day 82 or 83, and I guess there have only been 4 previous people have made it to day 83. And this time had 2 of them.
It also gets to be a little bit of a kind of a mind game, right?
Yes.
How long do you think everyone else is going to last?
Well, that's what one of the guys was talking about, because he hit a med check on day 78 or something, and he's a fan of the show.
Okay, so he's looking around.
Yeah, he literally thought this med check was going to be the time where somebody was going to surprise him and told him he won.
Yeah.
And because he was okay, this, makes sense. Sure.
Really far in.
I'm really far in. I'm over 70 days. And he was kind of just planning this. He thinks, okay, this is going to be it. We should be done. I'm not going to have to worry about food.
No,
yeah,
buddy.
he was one of those things where it's he was basically he was in his end game mode at that point.
Buddy, no. Oh.
And yeah, the med chopper leaves, and he watches it go out there, and he's like, oh,
shit.
We're still doing this. And because they have cameras, so that they're they film themselves, and you literally just watch him, and he just drops to his knees and basically just cries for 2 or 3 minutes, because he's oh, we're still doing this.
I didn't have things ready.
He's I thought this was going to be it. I thought we were done with this. Just that thing where in his mind, he's yes, I've reached the end. They called for
the end until you're at the end.
Yep, that's what happened. And he came in.
That would have been prevented if they just, as part of the show, had said, yep, we're not going to tell you until you give up.
But, oh.
Someone lasted 100 days.
Oh, was that... who was that? I think I saw that one.
Roland Welker. That was season 7. I have the Wikipedia article up.
Okay. Oh, yep. I remember seeing that one. It really, it's kind of ridiculous though. Like some of the other guys who have lasted, they've like the season we just watched, like lasted 70 plus days and he still lost. It's like other seasons you would have won.
Yep. Which is probably why he was crying.
Yep.
Season 5, Redemption. Cute. It sounds like a Mr. Beast kind of challenge though.
Yeah. I've seen those YouTube videos where it's, people are living by themselves for 100 days. But should we hit topics?
Yeah, probably. I don't even know if this is on the topic list. I will fully admit I haven't pulled them up. But fuck Brendan Carr.
Oh, which part of it? Which one?
About the coverage about the war in Iran.
Oh, no, I didn't see that one yet. I know Hegseth. Hegseth was trying to say that, the press was not being patriotic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, that's the purpose of the press. That's the difference between news and propaganda.
Yep.
Oh, well, so what did Carr say about...
Let me add one.
What? What is this bullshit?
Threatened to revoke their license.
Yes, because that worked out so well. Last time he talked about pulling the license. This is the same thing he did with, not Fallon, Kimmel, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kimmel says something he doesn't like. He threatens the broadcasters about their licenses. Kimmel gets pulled. The public's like, what the fuck?
Fuck Brendan Carr.
Well, I thought you were talking about the thing there where, I don't know if we talked about it. Did we talk about SpaceX putting a request into the FCC for more, satellites?
No.
Okay, so SpaceX put an application into the FCC because they handle communications for permission to launch 1 million satellites.
And the FCC said,
well, no, this was this
kidding me, right?
No. So this application basically was very lacking of details.
It was just, we want to launch 1 million satellites?
Yes, it was they called it ultra-ambiguous filing. They sought permission to launch 1 million satellites that will operate as orbital data centers, but they didn't really tell anything about what orbit these data centers, these satellites were going to be. They didn't say anything about the size of the satellites or any of, the key details that you would want to know.
Right.
And so Amazon is able to, because this is a filing with the FCC, the Amazon was able to basically, add their comment to it.
Yeah.
So Amazon petitioned the FCC to deny the request. Basically,
this is insane.
Yes,
you should not do this. And the FCC says,
well, let's see, where is his? He said Amazon should focus on the fact that it will fall roughly 1,000 satellites short of meeting its upcoming deployment milestone rather than spending their time and resources filing petitions against companies that are putting thousands of satellites in orbit.
So he says to Amazon, shut up and sit down. You can't even get the ones you have licensed in the air.
Which is true, because Amazon is supposed
Amazon's been fucking up.
Yes, they were supposed to have half of their 3,236 satellites up in the air by July. And that's with, 3 months to go? 3.5 months to go. They're nowhere close to that. Amazon requested an extension for it to be July 30th, 2028 in order to get their 1,600 satellites in the air.
Mm-hmm. Can we just have 2 extra years?
Yes. So, yes, Amazon is not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but I feel like, Amazon can walk and chew gum at the same time.
Yeah.
And yes, like I said, SpaceX put an application in for 1 million satellites without anything so much as size, mass, or orbits. I feel like those are the 3 things that you need.
Well, because Amazon is SpaceX is looking at carte blanche. Like, they just want a blank check. They just want blanket permission to put up whatever satellites whenever, wherever they want. Because that's what this is. And 1 million satellites is going to last them for a while. It will last them long enough that it won't matter once that expires.
The part that really gets me, though, is the fact that legally, the FCC chairman is allowed to actually state public opinion on policy. They are allowed to state their opinion on policy. It's their legal right to do so. But they are not supposed to single out specific companies.
Right.
Like when he says, hey, this is the federal government, saying that, or what do you say? Says, the law is clear. Broadcasters will operate in the public interest and they will lose their licenses if they don't. They have the ability to. Yes, he is allowed to say that. Is that a dick move? Yes, but he's allowed to say that because that's a blanket statement for broadcasters. But he specifically called out Amazon by name, which you are not supposed to do. And of course, he's going to get away with it.
Yeah, because who's going to stop him?
People who don't have a backbone, it seems. Well, the Congress, because he is, touting their message, is not going to care. Something else. Anything else.
Something else. Yeah. Changing topics off of the
other SpaceX news.
Sure.
So SpaceX they actually started using Pad 2 down in Texas.
Huzzah.
When they put Booster 19 up for testing, they didn't use the pad that they have been using for all of the previous 11 Starship flights. They actually put it on Pad 2. And so they did all of they did some tanker tests, and it looks like they didn't put all the engines on the booster. They only had about, 10. They only had 10 engines mounted to the booster, but they were all put in locations. They could test for fit and for different groupings. But their work, they actually are using Pad 2.
Yay. I hate it when a company does such wonderful things and then also files for 1 million satellites.
Yeah.
Pick a lane of being an evil company or a good company.
The guys, because of course, the guys at NSF, are watching the cryogenic testing that they were doing. And according to them, the booster can now be fully loaded with propellant within 30 minutes.
Sorry, what?
But you can load the propellant into the booster once everything is cooled down.
Yeah.
So you have to go from room temperature to chilled. That takes 2.5 hours, which is about on par.
But once you open the valve,
they can fully load the booster with fuel in 30 minutes.
Those are some huge pumps.
Yes. That's actually less time than it takes for SpaceX to load a Falcon 9. Jeez. Even though it's over 10 times the amount of propellant.
Jesus Christ. Oh, this ship is just so weird, man. This ship is so weird.
Mm-hmm.
So when's the next flight?
Well, we don't know because they did the cryogenic testing. They did propellant loading testing. They tested the deluge system. They basically tested everything instead of basically everything for a static fire except actually, lighting the engines. And then they took it off the pad and rolled it back into the building.
Yep.
So until people see more engines showing up, because like I said, it's only got 10 out of the 33 installed. Until more engines show up, we definitely know they're not doing anything. So as soon as engines show up, then we'll know they're moving forward again. But kind of a wait and see. But yes, Pad 2 seems to be pretty much ready to go. Let's see, any other space news? The Artemis 2 is go. I don't think I put it on the list here, but everybody at NASA has signed off on an Artemis 2 launch for April 1st at the earliest. April 1st through April 6th is the current window. So they're going to try and go for an April 1st launch at about 6:40 p.m. is the ideal launch, but if there are any delays, they have until the 6th. So could possibly see astronauts getting sent out to the moon.
Yay.
I feel like they should take a flat earther and just throw them in the space shuttle and be like, you're coming with us. Come out into space, take a look around, and then tell all the rest of your flat earth people to just...
Oh, man. No, Andy, that's not going to do jack shit.
I know.
1, you're assuming the person is going to believe it anyway.
That's true.
2, once that person has been abducted by NASA... I don't think they're going to have a lot of credibility in the flat earth community anymore.
Probably not.
Oh yeah, Jim was a full flat earther, and then NASA came and took him and gave him some re-education. We don't trust Jim anymore.
What else we got on here?
Take them up. Just leave all the flat earthers behind.
Let's see. Oh, it's a little weird when one of the local companies in Kalamazoo shows up on the national news.
Oh, Stryker.
Yes. Yeah, that was a bit of a surprise because I know people who work at Stryker and they are probably not having, I haven't talked to them, but they're probably not having a good day.
You might want to check in on them. Has this been confirmed to be an Iranian group?
They posted on their Telegram or Telegraph that they had done it. The group, which is related to...
They claimed credit for it.
Yes. And there are people who have said that, because what was going on is somehow they have a Microsoft system there called, was it Intune? Mm-hmm. Which basically it's a centralized IT interface. So everybody's got the Intune app on their device, basically phones home to one central interface. And the interface can do things like factory reset your device.
Right.
So it looks like the Intune was compromised. And so anytime any of their devices phoned home, they were it wiped the device. So they still have not stated when they're going to be back to day-to-day operations.
Oof. Oh my God, that would cripple a company.
Especially one that has, that deals with, Stryker deals with medical devices. Mm-hmm. So they have things like LifeNet and Mako devices, which basically allow ambulances to send EKG information to the hospitals so the hospital can, have an idea of what's going on before the ambulance arrives. So they're, a lot of the hospitals are like, whoa, we'll just turn off all the Stryker stuff until they get this all figured out. So yeah, it's not been good. But yes, Iran says it was because Stryker had purchased an Israeli company back in, I think, 2019 is why they targeted...
They targeted them?
Stryker, yeah.
Because they bought an Israeli company 7 years ago.
I do believe so. I know, it's surprising to me, but... it's also kind of surprising that, you have all your devices phoning home to one specific piece of software.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Andy, doesn't your work phone home?
Oh, yes, it does.
I know my phone, because I have Outlook on it. It reaches out back to Epic servers.
But just having, security software that can wipe devices, that would be something I would have under lock and key as much as possible. But yeah, when your IT stuff gets compromised, that's just asking for trouble. Oh, did you hear? Prime Video is increasing their prices.
Boo!
Yes. So...
Boo! Look, I already pay increased prices for Amazon Prime.
So yeah, you pay...
It keeps getting more expensive.
You pay for Amazon Prime, and then if you want to go ad-free with Prime Video, you have to right now pay an extra $3 a month. And I love in the article here, they pointed out there that in June of 2025, Adweek did a study of ad load per streaming provider, and Prime Video's ads were 6 minutes per hour, and the industry average for streamers was 2 to 3.5 minutes per hour.
Yeah, Amazon has a lot of videos.
Yes. But now, if you want to go ad-free, it will be $5 per month. starting on April 10th.
Boo.
Yes, they're going to call the new ad-free subscription tier Prime Video Ultra.
You know what I call it?
Trying to think of a joke here, and I can't.
Cable with extra steps.
That's what it sounds like, especially if you want to watch anything live, like sporting events or anything else.
Time to sail the high seas again. Yar. Gotta go dust off my costumes.
And they are locking the 4K videos behind this subscription. So Dolby Atmos and
Also,
4K.
boo. I'm about to buy a 4K TV. That's not cool.
Yep. So it'd be about $20 a month because Prime is $15 a month, and then you'll pay $5 on top of that, so $20 per month. Ad-free Netflix with 4K is $25 a month, and ad-free Disney Plus with 4K is $19 a month.
So added all together.
Yeah, don't bring that up because we have Prime and Netflix and Disney Plus.
And all that together
is the price of a cable subscription.
Probably more, honestly.
Well, no, our cable subscription, the cheapest one that we were getting was $65 a month. But that was the basic cable with a couple of the like Disney and a couple other of the kids ones on there. But 90% of the time we were just doing stuff on streaming, so it's like, why do we even have this?
Right.
And then trying to,
But
cancel our
streaming services
subscription.
keep getting more and more expensive.
Yep.
And it's not like I was going to say, it's not like the quality is really going up.
Not really. Well, speaking of subscriptions and canceling and everything,
Yeah.
Adobe was sued by the DOJ in 2024.
Oh, real quick.
Yes.
The right to cancel, that got canned by the Trump administration, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just wasn't sure if that was like, yeah, we might do it, but we're probably not going to. No, it's just been fully canceled.
I do believe, they have. I remember reading something about that because it wasn't an actual. I think it was something through the FTC or something like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the DOJ sued Adobe in 2024 due to its termination fees for the Adobe Creative Suite subscription.
Is there a termination fee for the? Doesn't matter. Okay, DOJ sued.
So you would sign up for the subscription somewhere between 10
Creative
and
Cloud.
for the Creative Cloud, anywhere between
Adobe
10 to
CC.
$10 to $70 per month. If you tried to cancel though, you would have to, phone tree cancellation. It would be a pain in the butt to even get somebody on the phone. And when you would do, it turns out Adobe would charge you 50% of the remaining subscription term when you cancel. So if you're on an annual plan of, $70 per month, and you did an annual contract for a year, and you canceled one day after the thing, you would get charged 50% for the remaining subscription term.
But, I mean, don't most places do that when they offer a yearly versus a monthly? Usually it's like monthly for $10, yearly for $100 per year.
Yeah.
Charged once a year. And if I cancel that yearly, I'm not getting any of that money back. I've spent it. Now, I would expect that I get to use the service for the rest of the year until my purchase expires. It's not so much a cancellation as a non-renewal. As it seems weird that Adobe is expected to do different. Okay,
so I'm looking back here in the 2004 article. Adobe would typically pre-select by default its most popular annual paid monthly plan. That subscription option locked users into an annual plan despite paying month to month. If they canceled after a 2-week period, they'd owe Adobe an early termination fee that cost 50% of the remaining annual subscription.
That's okay. That is weird.
Yes.
It's an annual plan, but you pay every month.
Yes. And if you cancel, you still have to pay for...
Yeah, that's not clear.
Yes.
I don't like that. I support the DOJ in this one.
Well, the DOJ settled with Adobe.
Okay.
No surprise. I'm wondering who, paid for a ballroom or an inauguration something.
I don't know that that's the reasoning behind it, but okay.
Well, the case has been settled with Adobe agreeing to pay a $75 million fine and matching free services to users of their product. So they will pay a fine and provide $75 million in free services to affected customers. But of course, none of that is detailed yet.
Right.
And just in case you're wondering, $75 million fine.
Which is a drop in the bucket.
Yes. Adobe last year made in net profit, so this is not revenue, this is pure profit.
Yeah.
$7 billion.
Yeah. 75 million is a drop in the bucket.
So they've agreed to pay the money, but not actually admit to violating the law. And yeah.
Which means they can't be taken to civil, would be my guess.
I don't know, but still.
If there was no violation of the law, then you can't do a civil suit.
I don't know.
You can. I don't know. Not a lawyer. Some of our listeners are.
Yes.
I'm not a lawyer. IANAL.
Let's see. I've got... Okay, so Valve responded to that lawsuit that we talked about from New York.
The really weird one about loot boxes.
Yes.
Where Valve is like, but they're not really loot boxes. And New York's like, it's kind of new. It's kind of loot box. This is very loot boxy.
So they actually posted publicly their response to this on the Steam website.
Sure.
And of course, as I had talked about, everybody was like, oh yeah, they're going to compare them to things like Pokemon or Magic the Gathering. And it literally says, on the physical side, popular products used in this way include baseball cards, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, and Labubu.
Yeah. Hell, even Funko Pop has like mystery packages.
Oh, geez.
There's a new one, and yeah, it's a character from an anime, and 1 out of 6 boxes of her has her alternate form. If that's not a loot box, I don't know what is.
They also have been claiming that they have been working with the AG since it was brought up to them back in 2023.
Mm-hmm.
So
is this just the opposite side of the like Texas versus Epic lawsuit? Like the Texas lawsuit against Epic, I want to be careful about what I'm saying, but like a lot of that's just politically driven. Ken Paxton is running for senator. He wants publicity. This was an easy way to get it. Is Letitia Jackson just like... Or Latita James, not Jackson. Latita James. Is she just kind of like doing this for publicity?
I don't know. I feel like there'd be a lot of bigger things to go after rather than Valve.
But it's a thing that like all parents on both sides of the aisle would get behind. Oh yeah, we're protecting the kids from an evil video game company.
God, that sounds familiar.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised our dear old friend isn't, pitching in on this one.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
Yep. No, I guess he is. Does he have anything online that I could see what he's been up to? In case you haven't been around since episode 6.
Long time ago.
We are talking about Jack Thompson. So, last thing on his Wikipedia page is from 2009. Oh, he was permanently disbarred for misconduct?
Yeah, I vaguely remember that. From some of the stuff he was trying to pull with video games. I think we reported on that.
Probably. I mean, that would have been something we would have reported on.
Teaching civics to inmates in the Florida prison system. Yep.
What else we got?
Professional misconduct.
Honda has been the next automotive car maker to drop their EV
electric.
This is also going to be one of the first times in 70 years that they're going to have an annual loss over the year.
That's pretty intense.
Somewhere between $5.1 and $7 billion in losses. First time in 70 years they're going to post a loss for an annual.
And what is their explanation for said loss?
Well, they're killing off all of the EV things that they were planning on building in America due to lack of EV sales and...
Due to Trump.
Yes.
Let's be clear. Due to Trump. You know what really kind of sucks right now, tying this topic into kind of what else is happening in the world? The Trump admin has been kind of hinting that, like, well, at the very least, like, this is going to have a pretty significant effect on China, too. And the answer is no, it won't. because A, China banked up their oil reserves, and B, they have spent so much money in the last 5 years building up their renewable infrastructure. They're just using the sun. So my heart
Honda
goes out to Honda.
Honda is, well, they said, first off, yes, it was the EVs in the United States were a problem, but it was also their other problem is China. They're saying that the competition in China has intensified due to the rapid emergence of newer EV manufacturers that leverage their short product development cycles and strengths in the area of software-defined vehicle technologies, including advanced driver assistance systems, and Honda isn't able to match that rate of development or offer vehicles in China that were better value for the money.
Well,
so their China markets as well is not doing as good as expected.
Sounds like they need to get on that.
Yeah. So yes, Honda is not doing good.
Like, you can't be an automotive company right now without also being a software company right now. Those are, like, it's no longer an option. If you are an automotive company, you are also a software company. And I hope to God you are, like, making good software.
Yeah. So I got a new work truck, right?
Yeah.
It's a 2026 Chevy Silverado.
Cool.
It's fascinating to see the software and everything and the display and all the interactions with my phone and all that stuff there. And then the fact that I still have manual seats and, manual climate controls.
Well, yeah. Manual is in, like, you have to press the lever and move the seat.
Yes. And the climate controls are literally just two knobs, one for fan speed, one for temperature, or basically heat or cold.
Right.
But
those are the options, right?
Yeah. Yes. But having all like the My Chevy stuff in the dash, it's like, yeah, that stuff needs to be on the ball. And some of that stuff is just, it's good, but it could be better. It's like, I'm kind of annoyed that the fact that I've turned everything that says autoplay my phone once connected, everything is off. It's off on my phone. It's off on the thing there, but no.
Does it still autoplay your phone?
It still autoplays my phone. I was listening to the book club book and like I started my car because it was freezing out, right? And I needed to defrost the window. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go inside while this is defrosting. And I go inside and, I'm just sitting there. And then I come out to there and I start listening to the book club book. I'm like, what the hell's going on in the book? And then I pull up I pull up the menu and I'm like, wait a second, this is not the chapter I was on before.
And it had been playing the whole time.
Yes.
Oh, that's no good.
Yeah. So I have to figure out what the heck is going on. Even though everything is shut off, it is still doing stuff in the background. Okay. I want to end on one interesting, good piece of note.
Okay.
There's a tire company that has been making tires, winter tires, for a long time. Mm-hmm. And they have now made a winter tire with studs, because in studded tires, you can do that, not here in Michigan, but they have made studded tires.
What's it going to do? Make the potholes worse? Yes, it would make the potholes worse, but that's besides the point.
But the studs are retractable,
so you could use them in Michigan.
Yeah, but they're talking with regulatory agencies everywhere to try and get people to understand about these ones. But yes, there's a rubber compound inside the tire. That's the base of the studs that stiffens when cold. So it pushes, it holds the studs there. But then when it warms up, it becomes pliable. And so the studs will then get pushed basically back into the tire. So it is flat against the tread when it's not needed. So winter tires with temperature, basically. Temperature
sensitive studs.
Yes.
I worry just a hair on that because, like, A, dealing with flats is going to be a pain in the butt. But B, like, cars, you don't want your tires' friction to be fluid. You want it to be constant, right?
Well, yes, but if it's an icy road, I want more grip. Yeah. So I won't have to, like, stop and get out and put on chains.
Yeah, which you also can't do in Michigan.
Yes, you also can't do in Michigan.
I suppose. Okay, I suppose. I can see the benefit.
So they have been trying to do this since 2014, and they came up with some original tires But they said that trying to manufacture the tires, it would actually cost more than the car.
Well, we can get you really, really good tires. They're just going to be ridiculously expensive.
Yes. So they're saying that tires should be good for 3 seasons. And
Only.
Yeah. 30% less road wear than regular studded tires. And the sound of the tires is only 1 decibel higher than a non-studded winter tire traveling at regular driving speeds.
I mean, that's not bad.
Nope.
That's not bad at all. Good for them.
So material science, pretty cool.
Yay.
All right, should I hit the randoms? Is there anything on here that you want to...
No, I'm good.
Okay. There's a couple of more Doctor Who episodes were found.
Woo.
So,
as I said, I'm good.
Okay. So, random review, my review. I have kids who are in elementary school, so they still go out for recess, right?
Yeah.
And
it's been cold.
It's been cold, so they've been wearing, boots and gloves and hats and snow pants and everything. And, they're out playing in the snow, so they're getting dirty, or basically they're getting snowy. It's not dirt, it's snow. And so they would come back with all their snow gear in a bag, and everything would just be soaked.
Yes.
And
I remember being a child and enduring that.
Yes. So, trying to put the gloves and everything through the dryer was getting a little annoying.
Okay.
Especially it's like with the boots and everything, like the gloves every once in a while, especially ones that have like multi-layers. You ever have that where your glove, like the inside layer of the glove gets detached?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, gloves in general are just, they're a surprisingly complex piece of fabrication.
Yes.
Let's go with that.
Yes. I will definitely agree to that. So
drying them is a huge pain.
Yes. So I saw at the school in the office, they had these things that were sitting on the old heater registers. They were basically just pipes. And I was like, oh, yeah, that could be a thing, couldn't it? So you would just stick your gloves on the pipe, and it would, when the heater kicks on, it would dry them out. I'm like, there's got to be something out there. So I found just like this thing on Amazon that was $25. I'm like, shoot, let's try this out. And it's a hat and boot and glove dryer. It's basically just 4 tubes.
With a heat source on
with a heat source on them.
And a fan?
Yes.
Okay.
So it blows it blows.
Because that's really the thing. Like, it gets wet and you can warm it up, but like then it's just humid.
No, it's got a fan. It worked out great. It was a bit louder than expected. So they talk about how it's super quiet. I'm like, I could hear it running in the dining room while I was upstairs in the bedroom.
It's not super quiet.
No, it's not super quiet.
Okay.
But yeah, it had four little tubes that you could stick stuff on there. I would kind of have to try, because all the arms are movable. So you kind of would have to try and figure out how to keep it upright, because sometimes if I don't have it balanced right, especially when things start to dry out, things get lighter because they're not weighed down by water. The thing would tip over. So I'm like, okay, I did the gloves first. And then once the gloves were dry, I would put the boots on there, and I just let the boots run overnight. This thing's also got a timer on it, so I could tell it to run only for a couple hours. You can run for 1, 3, or 6 hours, or just continuous. So I had those on there with the boots overnight, and it worked out quite well. They even have little bits of carbon in there, activated charcoal, basically, to try and absorb some of the odors.
The scent.
Yes, and it's got a UV light in there as well to try and sanitize. But it worked out quite well. I even... one of the kids just last week basically got their shoe stuck in a mud puddle.
No.
Like, shoe got stuck in the mud puddle.
Like not coming out.
Yeah, so I got it out, but that shoe was just caked in mud. And I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do with this? So I did some hand washing, but now I have a pair of wet shoes. So I just took this downstairs next to the washing machine, set it up on the floor, put the shoes on there. I've got little knobs so you can turn off the outside 2 tubes. So you're just running on the 2 inside ones. So you could do 2 or 4. Put the shoes on there, and I just turned it on high and I just let it run. And by the next day when it's time to put on shoes, the shoes were completely dry. So we're talking soaked in a bucket to completely dry in under 8 hours.
Nice.
So if you are a person who deals with the outside and boots and hats and gloves and everything, and you don't have...
in particular, children.
Yes, and children in particular. But even some of my stuff for work, like I threw my gloves on there one time if I was out and about working on a police vehicle outside with the snow. Like I threw my work gloves on there just because they were wet too. I mean, I picked this up for $25, and I feel like it is definitely worth something at that price point.
Yeah.
So
sounds like it.
Yes. So if you do anything outdoorsy, get one of these. It's not that big. It's basically when you fold the stuff down there, it's about the size of a shoebox.
Mm-hmm.
Not even as tall. So yeah, it worked out quite well. And $25, just pick it up there. You can leave it in your closet, grab it when you need it, put it away when you're done. So, boot dryer, good thing. All right, so time for the random topic.
Yes.
I rolled ahead of time. Between the two of you, who can hold their breath the longest while jumping up and down and frantically waving your arms in the air?
Andy was a swimmer.
Yes.
I was a singer. But both of these things were a long time ago.
Yeah, I was actually in the pool a couple of months ago. Because the kids are taking...
Andy is a runner.
The kids... Yeah, I haven't done that in years.
Yeah, but like that's still... Like the breath control is probably still there.
Well, even back in... What was it? I think it was 5th grade band or something like that. With the old band teacher, Miss Herbis, I think. Can't even remember. I think it was Herbis. The old band teacher, she had a contest every once in a while where she was trying to work on all the kids' breath control and everything, and they would have basically like a hissing contest. So everybody would, take a big deep breath and then slowly hiss.
Right.
And then we were all standing in the band room pit area. So once you were done, you would just take a step down. And I guess I got a set of pipes in me because I was one of the last 2 or 3 constantly.
Nice.
And she came up to me to...
an ironic waste because Andy was on percussion.
Yes, I was in percussion.
The one part of the band that you don't need your breath.
The one part of the band where you could eat a Big Benito's pizza right before going on stage.
And you'd be fine.
Everybody else is like, what are you doing? You're eating pizza right before we're going to go on and play? Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
I mean, I even stored it in the percussion room in the back.
I'm hungry.
Got pizza. It was great. So yes, I do believe if we tried this out, which technically we probably could try this out in August if we wanted to.
That you'd be able to hold your breath longer.
Yes, while jumping up and down and waving my arms in the air.
Yeah, it's the jumping up and down and waving the arms. Like if it was just holding breath, I think I might actually be able to beat Andy. It's holding breath during physical activity. I don't know how strong I am at that. It does sound like maybe it's time for another head-to-head competition.
Oh, Jesus.
With user-submitted challenges.
God, that sounds like a YouTube series.
Yeah, we have a YouTube channel now, Andy.
We do have a YouTube channel now, yes. We could do it if we wanted to.
Watch 2 middle-aged men
try to
one-up each other and not die.
Well, if you would like to try
if you want to submit, just comment on our video.
Or, send us an email at Wait, does our mail still work?
Yeah.
Okay.
For now.
Okay. Because I tried to log in and upload our podcast to the website, and that didn't work.
Oops.
So,
we need to figure out what we actually want to do with the website now that we have the YouTube channel, the Spotify channel.
Probably at some point. I don't know. I feel like that's a tomorrow issue. But, oh wait, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. It is tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
I'm going to go to bed. So, that's a wrap. This has been another episode of the Random Access Podcast. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, corrections, suggestions, remarks, reviews, rebukes, retorts, or just rants, feel free to contact us. You can find us on Twitter at RAPodcast, or send us an email at mail@rapodcast.net. Thank you for listening.